Hello, good evening Tribuners. Welcome back with me Mutiara in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is, a connecting bridge in Srengseng Sawah Jagakarsa is not worth traversing. The bridge connecting the 11 neighborhood to Resident Association Srengseng Sawah Jagakarsa Jakarta to cross to South Pasir Gunung Village, Cimanggis, Depok City looks very rickety and tilted. The bridge is commonly referred to as the Indiana Jones Bridge. There are two Indiana Jones Bridge at this location, but the other Indiana Jones Bridge was repaired 2018 years ago. The Indiana Jones Bridge is in very poor condition as seen on Sunday, the 24th of April 2022. The bridge is only made of bamboo, which is already fragile, and also made of zinc coated with several tarpaulins that appear to have been torn. On the sides of the bridge, there are iron nets and ropes that already appear to be perforated. Entering the middle area of the bridge, the surface is quite sloping, so residents who want to cross must be very carefully. The condition of the bridge swaying to the right and left when crossed makes residents have to maintain balance so as not to fall. The Indiana Jones Bridge is generally crossed by merchants and school students. According to residents who did not want to be named, according to the resident, local government officials have often carried out monitoring in their area. However, there is still no good progress. Many residents hope that this bridge will be repaired properly because many school students are crossing it. The next news is, one house in Singkawang, West Kalimantan burned down. The house belonging to Samsiar, a resident of Bukit Batu, Central Singkawang District, Singkawang City, West Kalimantan, was destroyed by fire on Saturday, April 23, 2022 at midnight last night. This fire accident suddenly made Yasfa Faisal Samsiar's son shocked. The reason, according to Yasfa, is that the house is planned to be used to celebrate the upcoming Eid al-Fitr with his parents and siblings. Now the plan was immediately abandoned due to the fire accident last night. According to Yasfa's narrative, when the fire happened, her father's house was empty without occupants. His father worked at a junior high school in Sekadau, Bengkayang, Regency, and lived in official residence. However, because he lives not far from his parents' house, he and his wife always come to the house to tidy up and clean the house. There was nothing that could be salvaged from the house, the television, refrigerator, until the motorbike was devoured by the fire. The next news was about to put out the fire in the burning land. The fire engine collapsed in a mud puddle. In order to extinguish the burning land, the fire engine of the Sekadau Regency Regional Disaster Management Agency collapsed in a puddle of mud. This unexpected thing happened when the firefighting team from the Sekadau Regency's Regional Disaster Management Agency was about to extinguish the burning land in Sungai Ringin Village, Sekadau Hilir District, Sekadau Regency, West Kalimantan on Saturday, April 23, 2022 in the afternoon. The location of the burned land in the middle of the forest made it difficult for fire trucks to reach the location. Even the fire was extinguished due to rain, and the fire engine was still trapped and collapsed in a mud puddle about 1 kilometer from the fire site. Iskandar Zulkarnain, head of the fire department at the Sekadau Regency Regional Disaster Management Agency, said that initially the TRC team of the Regional Disaster Management Agency received information that a fire had occurred near a residential area. Around 3 o'clock p.m., his party departed for the location. However, because there is one point of the route that its path is damaged and muddy, the main wire engine also collapsed. The process of withdrawing the fire truck was dramatic, until a few moments later heavy rain fell and indirectly helped extinguish the burning land. The next news is, angler found dead after drowning on Pig Island. A 24-year-old angler named Aldi Suryana was found after drowning on Babi Island yesterday on Sunday, April 24, 2022 at around 6:30 a.m. As previously reported, Aldi Suryana wanted to go fishing with two of his colleagues, but when he was about to return to the dock, he slipped and drowned. The head of the Balikpapan National Search and Recovery Agency, Melkianus Kota, said that Aldi was found dead. The victim's body was found in a floating position 30 meters from the initial location where he drowned. In monitoring, Aldi's body was then evacuated from the waters by personnel who had been covered with a cloth first. The victims' findings were accompanied by hysterical cries and takbir chants from the volunteers, before finally being evacuated by ambulance to Bayangkara Hospital, Balikpapan. Melkianus said, with the discovery of the victim, the search and rescue operation was closed, and he expressed his gratitude for the element of search and rescue involved in this search effort. The next news is, case of burglary care protect up. The Sub-Directorate Team of Vice Cybercrime, the Special Criminal Investigation Directorate for the Jambi Regional Police, succeeded in covering of a syndicate of burglars in the Care Protect application with the modus operandi of issuing fake vaccine results. The Director of Special Crimes for the Jambi Regional Police, Police Grand Commissioner Christian Tori or Christo, revealed this syndicate involved interprovincial actors, namely Jambi, East Java, West Java, Batam, and North Sumatra. However, the 7 perpetrators currently being detained are residents of Jambi, Magetan, and Bandung. In carrying out their action, these syndicates offer to produce vaccine certificates in which the results are recorded directly into the project care application without injecting them. These syndicates charge a fee of 600,000 rupiah to 1.5 million rupiah for people who want to use their service. Christo explained it. This was the first case in Indonesia related to the Puddle Protect application burglary case. The perpetrators are currently undergoing further investigation related to this case. The next news is, the delivery of 15 boxes of pork without documents has been thwarted. 15 boxes of pork without documents failed to be delivered to Samarinda via Nusantara Harbor and the Chabi Street, Ujung District, Parepare City on Saturday, April 23, 2022 in the afternoon. 15 boxes of pork weighing 300 kilograms were held up before entering the ship bound for Samarinda. Parepare Agricultural Quarantine Veterinarian Dr. Indarti said the pork was about to be sent from Makassar to Samarinda, but unfortunately the pork does not have complete documents. The meat was confiscated at the Parepare Agricultural Quarantine Station office. Dr. Indarti explained that the meat that will pass must be completed with SKKH from the Livestock Service. Furthermore, the meat is also subjected to laboratory tests to check for disease in the carrier media or meat. If the document is not completed within a certain time, then the meat will be returned. In addition to undocumented meat, the owner is also suspected of falsifying documents. The last news is, dozens of residents line up to get bulk cooking oil at the cheap market. Dozens of residents stormed the operation of the cheap bulk cooking oil market held by the Mataram City Trade Service and Mataram City Bulog at the Sayang Sayang Market, Mataram City on Sunday, April 24, 2022. Bringing various containers, residents are willing to queue for hours to get bulk cooking oil at a price of 14,000 rupiah for 1 liter or 15,000 rupiah for 1 kilogram. Taking advantage of the opportunity, most residents buy the maximum amount allowed, which is 20 kg for one person. Buyers in large quantities are made by residents for various reasons, like Munirah. These basic food traders buy 20 kg of bulk cooking oil. 20 kg of bulk cooking oil will be resold at his house. Later, Munirah bought the bulk cooking oil for 14,000 rupiah for 1 liter, and Munirah will repackage it in a quarter-liter plastic. Well, I think that's all the news for today. With me, Mutiara. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.